my heart my heart bleeds for Jamaica, as we face this beast of a hurricane, something that is unprecedented, something that we have never ever yet experienced and seen before. And I believe that this will test the resolve of the Jamaican people. This will test how unified we are in spirit, how unified we are as a people. It will test how resilient we are. Of all the bragging and the boasting that we normally do as a people, Melissa is here to test it. Jamaica will bounce back. Time and time again, we have faced adversities. We have faced destruction. We have faced loss. We have faced hopelessness. And we have faced death as a people. And each time we bounce back. A hurricane such as Melissa has never been seen, never been heard of. This is something that Jamaica has never seen in 200 years. So this is a first time event for everybody that is alive. Jamaicans and Jamaica, we boast about the fact that we have seen Gilbert, we have seen Dean, we have seen Ivan, we saw Beryl the other day, we saw Sandy, and we saw so many other hurricanes. But I believe that those hurricanes were in preparation for what is now. Can you imagine a hurricane spending days at sea? Days, Yeah, welcome to the live. Spending days at sea, moving between 2 to 3 miles per hour, churning, testing, causing fear, anxiety, panicking. I don't know. I'm not in Jamaica, but I can't sleep. I didn't sleep last night. I can't sleep comfortably in my bed, knowing that my country is facing the uncertainty that lives will be lost. Unfortunately, we had 3 deaths occurring over the preparation days. One from electrocution, the other 2 from falling trees. We get these things from time to time because the truth of the matter is we don't have the experience of doing these things. It takes a special type of skill and know it how to fall these trees. And unfortunately, I heard that one of the persons that died was actually a teenager. Chances are it was sent there by his parents, or maybe he's just out of his own, initiative that he would have found himself there. And with Jamaica have such a high propensity for stealing electricity that these things bound to happen. These things will happen. We have electrocution taking place because people are stealing electricity. And in the midst of it, people want to loot. People take the opportunity to, destroy them enemies. There was 2 murders in Spanish Town today where two gentlemen were cut down. So, people still using this hurricane that we should be preparing for and banding to as a country to do evil. Even in the face of destruction and evil, people continue to do wickedness. We continue to be wicked against each other for the smaller things, for grudges, for you did this me. Right? We should be helping each other right now. And for the persons who have put the government and governmental agencies and international agencies and people who are going to reach out and try to help in a precarious position because they refuse to leave flood-prone areas, which might see between 12, between 8 to 13 feet of storm surge. That is something you can't survive. You will not be able to survive that type of storm surge, gentle folks. You will not be able to survive a storm surge like that. People lived in area where after an hour, right? After an hour, you're facing flood damages and life-threatening, circumstances surrounding flood waters. And you refuse to leave when we will be experiencing almost 4 days of sustained wind and rainfall. Rainfall that we have never seen in our existence. No Jamaican alive now would have seen the type of rainfall that is about to hit the island. Even if they existed 150 years ago, they would not have seen this type of level of rainfall that is about to hit the island. I know Hurricane Melissa set some history-making thing right here where I don't think in my my memory we have seen a hurricane move this slowly, like creepy crawly type of thing, creeping, crawling, like she's out for a grudge, like a storm filled with heat. It's like a storm that has purpose, like a storm that has its mind of its own. Like this is almost like a retribution storm. Most hurricanes would have long gone. We'll be hearing about it on the news, frazzling out somewhere in the Gulf of Mexico or up there in the north basin. But this one stands still, soaking up all the available moisture and waiting on that wind shear that coming off of the United States to push it across Jamaica. It's almost something like, and a category 5 hurricane is like an intercontinental missile being dropped in our area. Desolate. Everything will be brown. Every yard will be exposed. Vegetation destroyed. The damage to our agricultural sector unprecedented. Everything will be destroyed, unfortunately. The banana industry just barely recovering and finding some meaningful stride will be wiped out. The bread basket, St. Elizabeth, will be getting the brunt. So that too will be injured. Going through Trelawney where we have the tubers, the yams and the dasheen and the cocoa. Destruction. St. Anne that is good for the banana and the plantings. Hurt again. A lot of farmers were expecting to get the Irish potato, that tuber there, this Irish potato. They can't reap anything now. Can't reap anything. it's gone. Livestock, the losses, persons who have their chickens and they can't take them indoor because they don't have the space. They have to be saving human life. The loss will be significant. And I'm afraid that the loss of life will also be significant because in Hurricane Gilbert, we lost 45 lives. In Ivan, it was 17. And, our people just not learning, or people not listening to reason. Or people refuse to listen to reason. Anyways, guys, it was good having a talk, a little chat. Some stuff I wanted to get off my mind as I remain nervous. I am filled with anxiety about my country, my parents down there, my brothers and my sisters and the rest of my families and my friends. I know that I will be cut off from communication. I won't be able to reach them. And that is the fear, That is the fear that we in the diaspora have, because we will not be able to communicate with our family. We would not have an idea or a clue what has happened to them because of what is going on here. Anyways, guys, thank you for listening.